Hello mga kawalmat. In this video lesson, we will discuss unit conversion within and across systems. First, let us familiarize the units for metric system and English system na ginagamit. So for measuring length, so for under metric, we have 1 centimeter. So yung conversion natin, 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeters. 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. 1 kilometers is equal to 1,000 meters. For the English system, we have 1 foot is equal to 12 inches, 1 yard is equal to 3 feet, 1 mile is equal to 5,280 feet. So, across, kapag for example, yung metric system, kinonvert sa English system or vice versa. English system to metric system. So, limba, 1 inch is equal to 2.54 centimeters. 1 foot is equal to 0.3048 meters. 1 mile is equal to 1.609 kilometers. So, for measuring mass and weight, so sa metric, we have 1 gram is equal to 1,000 milligrams. 1 kilogram is equals to 1,000 grams. 1 metric ton is equal to 1,000 kilograms. For English system, we have 1 pound is equal to 16 ounces. 1 ton US, 2,000 pounds. So for across, 1 ounce is equal to 28.35 grams. 1 pound is equal to 0.4536 kilograms. 1 kilogram is equal to 2.2046 pounds. For measuring volume and capacity, per metric system, we have 1 liter is equal to 1,000 milliliters. 1 cubic meter is equal to 1,000 liters. For English system, we have 1 US gallon, 4 quarts, is equal to 4 quarts. 1 quart is equal to 2 pints. 1 pint is equal to 2 cups. So across, 1 ounce is equivalent to 29.57 milliliters. 1 US gallon is equivalent to 3.785 liters. And 1 liter is equivalent to 0.2642 US gallons. And 1 liter is equivalent to 4.22675 US cups. And for measuring temperature, we have Celsius to Fahrenheit. Ito yung conversion natin na ginagamit. For degree Fahrenheit is equal to degree Celsius times 9 over 5 plus 32. For degree Fahrenheit to Celsius, degree Celsius is equal to degree Fahrenheit minus 32 times 5 over 9. For Celsius to Kelvin, so degree Celsius plus 273.15. For measuring time, 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds, 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes, 1 day is equal to 24 hours, and 1 week is equal to 7 days. So, tips to remember, know your basic conversion, use them to solve real life problems, practice regularly to build confidence. Okay, so for example number 1, you're going to convert 1 yard to inches. So, using the conversion table natin, so pwede nyo gamitin yan. So, paano natin makuha yung 1 yard sa inches? Kasi wala siyang directly na yung 1 yard is 3 feet, no? So, dalawang pagdadaanan niya. So, una, i-convert muna natin yard sa feet. And then, so, after that, i-convert natin into inches. So, 1 yard times, since yung 1 yard natin ay 3 feet, times, tapos yung 1 foot natin ay 12 inches. So, para makancel natin, take note, dapat ang ilagay natin sa baba, okay, dapat ang may lagay nyo sa baba is yung maka-cancel natin yung unit. So, like for example, baka dito ilagay mo 3 feet, 1 yard sa taas, hindi mo maka-cancel yung yard. Okay? So, dapat ganyan. So, maka-cancel natin yung yard and then yung feet. So, maiwan na lang dyan yung 3 saka 12. So, 1 times 3 times 12 is equal to 36 inches. So, 36 ang sagot natin doon. Number 2. 15,840 feet is equal to how many miles? So, meron ba dito? Okay, meron, no? Ito, kung ilang milya. So, paano natin gagawin? Ito yun, no? 1 mile is equal to 5,280 feet. So, since yung 1 mile is equal to 5,280 feet. So, yung mile ilalagay natin sa taas. Sa baba, yung 5,280. Okay. Para ma-cancel natin. So, ibig sabihin, i-divide natin ito. So, 15,840 divide 5,280. The answer is 3 miles. Next, 9 miles to kilometers. Okay, so meron naman dito, no? Miles to kilometers, so across. So you're going to multiply yung 9 miles sa 1.609 kilometers. So 9 times 1.609 kilometers is equal to 14.481 kilometers. Next. Okay, 112 ounce to pounds. So anong gagamitin natin dito? Meron tayo dito ounce to pounds. Ito. 1 pound. Yan. Ito yung gagamitin natin. Okay? So, yun ang gagamitin natin. So, since yung 1 pound ay 16 ounce, so yung 16 ounce ilalagay natin sa baba. So, 1 pound times 1 pound over 16 ounce. So, makakancel natin yung unit. And then, si 112, i-divide natin kay 16. So, the answer is 7 pounds. Number 5. 24 ton is equal to how many pounds? So, ito, English system yan, ito. So, ang 1 ton ay is equal to 2,000 pounds. So, multiply lang natin. So, makakancel ito. Then, 24 times 2,000, the answer is 48,000 pounds. Next, 5 pints. How many cups? So, saan yan? Pints to cups ito. Kasi yung 1 pint is equal to 2 cups. So, 5 times 2, that will be 10 cups. Okay? How about 10 gallons to cups? 10 gallons to cups. So, paano yan? Anong unang gagawin natin? Mhm. Okay, since yung 1 gallon equals 4 quarts and yung 1 quart ay equals to 2 pints and 1 pints is equal to 2 cups. So, tatlo. Tatlong multi-steps yung pagdadaanan natin. So, maka-cancel natin yung gallons, yung quarts, and yung pints. So, ano ang maiwan? 10 times 4, 40 times 2, 80 times 2, 160 cups. Okay? So, next, problem solving. A grade 11 student from Jose Abad Santos High School is training for fun run at the Rizal Park, Luneta. One complete lap around the designated jogging path measure 1.5 kilometers. If the student plans to run a total distance of 9,000 meters, approximately how many full laps must be completed? So step 1, convert meters to kilometers. So ano yung given natin na meters? We have 9,000 meters. If we're going to convert into kilometers, we will be divide it. 9,000 divide 1,000. So the answer is 9 kilometers. Step 2, divide the total distance by the length of 1 lap. Since yung 1 lap niya, okay, ay 1.5 kilometers. So, from 9 kilometers, i-divide sa 1.5. So, ibig sabihin, makaka-anim siyang laps. Okay? The students need to complete 6 full laps to finish the 9 kilometers run. Number 2, Mang Ben needs 4 yards of rope for a project. He finds a piece measuring 68 inches and another measuring 82 inches. Does he have enough rope? How much is he short or over? Step 1, we will convert yards to inches. So may given tayong 4 yards. Okay, so pwede kayo gumamit ng scientific calculator or yung pinakita ko kanina conversion table. So yung 4 yards, imumultiply since ang 1 yard is what? 36 na. 4 yards times 36. Okay? Is equal to ilan? 144 inches. Okay? So, ito yung conversion natin ng yards to inches. Step 2, add the two pieces. So, 68 plus 82, we have 150 inches. And then, compare nyo lang. 150 minus 144. So, the answer will be 6 inches. So, yes, Mang Ben has enough roof. He has 6 inches extra. A student in Quezon City is creating a banner for a school parade. The school's guidelines state that the maximum allowed length for a banner is 1.5 meters. If the student's banner measures 55 inches long, will it be allowed in the parade? Step 1, you convert inches to meters. So yung 1 inch is equal to 0.0254 meters. So ito times lang yan doon sa 55 na. Okay, so ita times lang natin, no? Yung 1 inch is equal to 0.0254 meters. So ang 55, multiply natin doon, no? Sa equivalent ng 1 inch. And that will be 1.397 meters. Step 2, compare with the maximum allowed length. So yung banner length ay kailangan ng 1.397 meters. So ang maximum allowed ay 1.5. So if we're going to compare, mas less than naman yung banner length natin. So pasok siya sa maximum allowed na sa size. So the banner is within the allowed limit. Yes. So ang question, anong question? Will it be allowed in the parade? So our answer is yes. The banner measures approximately 1.397 meters while is less than the maximum allowed length of 1.5 meters. So it will be allowed in the parade. Next, a student from Ramon Magsaysay High School is filling out a physical fitness assessment form. During his medical examination, his height was recorded as 172 centimeters. So, however, the form asks for his the form asks for his height in feet and inches. What is his height in feet and inches? So round your answer to the nearest whole inch. Step 1, convert centimeter to inches. So meron tayong 1 inch is equal to 2.54 centimeter. So ilan yung total? Kagabi, that will be 172, no? Ito yung recorded na height niya kasi. So 172 divided by 2.54 centimeters. So ilang inches yon? 67.72 inches. So step number 2, convert inches naman to feet and inches. Okay? So 1 foot is equal to 12 inches. So 67.72 inches divided by 12 is equal to 5 feet with 7.72 inches remaining. So, if we're going to convert this one, okay, yung 7.72, so pwede natin kunin yung whole, no? Okay, yung whole number, which is 8. So, the answer will be, the student height is 5 feet and 8 inches. Next, Maria is packing a care package to send to her sister in Cebu. The courier service specifies a maximum weight limit of 50 pounds. She packs 320 ounces of canned goods and 12 pounds of clothes. How many more pounds can she add to the box without exceeding the limit? Step 1, convert ounce to pounds. Since yung isang pound ay equal naman sa 16, okay, yung 16 ounces, so 320 divided 16 is equal to 20 pounds. So 20 pounds, so add lang natin, no, where step is find the total pack weight. So 20 pounds plus 12 pounds is equal to 32 pounds. So step 3, subtract from the weight limit. So 50 pounds minus 32 pounds, 18 pounds. So Ang tanong ay how many more pounds can she add to the box without exceeding the limit? So Maria can add 18 more pounds to the box without exceeding the 50-pound weight limit. Next, Mang Nicanor runs a bakery in Pasig City. He buys a 25-kilogram such as sugar, such sack of sugar rather. He buys a 25-kilogram sack of sugar. During his morning baking session, he uses 4,200 grams of sugar. How many kilograms of sugar are left in the sack? So una, we will convert grams to kilograms. So meron tayong given na 4,200. 4,200 grams of sugar. So, how many kilograms of sugar are left in the sack? So, ang 1 kilogram is 1,000 grams. So, yung 4,200 na given natin na grams of sugar, divide natin sa 1,000 kasi we need to convert grams to kilograms. So, 4,200 divided by 1,000, the answer is 4.2 kilograms. Okay, so step 2, we will subtract the amount used. Yung original natin is 25 kilograms. So minus 4.2, the answer is 20.8. Okay, 20.8 kilogram. So 28.8 kilograms of sugars are left in the sack. A vendor in General Santa City buys a large tuna weighing 12 kilograms. He sells a portion weighing 10 pounds to a local restaurant. How many grams of tuna does he have left? Step 1, convert pounds to kilogram. 1 pound is equal to 0.053592 kilograms. So 10 times 0.435352, the answer is 4.53592 kilogram. So step 2, find the remaining weight, 12 minus, so yung nakuha natin sa step 1, subtract lang natin. So the remaining weight is 7.46408 kilograms. And then, we will convert, since grams yung tinatanong, yung kilograms to grams. So 1 kilogram is 1,000 grams. So 7.46408 times 1,000 is 7.464.08 grams. So the vendor has 7,464.08 grams of tuna left. Okay, approximately 7.464 if the nearest gram. Next, for the Nutrition Month cooking contest, a grade 11 TVL student is preparing a fruit salad. The recipe requires 3 cups of fresh milk, but the milk is sold in cartons labeled in millimeters. If a 1 cup is approximately 237 milliliters, how many milliliters rather, so nabulol na tayo, of fresh milks are needed? So, how many milliliters of fresh milks are needed? Step 1, identify the given values. So, fresh milk needed 3 cups. So, yung 1 cup is equal to 237 milliliters. So, step 2, convert cups to milliliters. So, multiply the number of cups by 237. So, 3 times 237 is equal to 711 milliliters. So, minultiply lang natin. 3 times 237, no? Yun lang kasimple ang solution nito. So, 711 milliliters of fresh milk are needed. Number 2, during the Nutrition Month celebration, Liam prepared 3 liters of fruit mangoes juice for the student volunteers. If each, okay, so if each glass holds 250 milliliters of juice, how many glasses can be filled? So we will convert liters to milliliters first. So we all know that 1 liter is equal to 1,000 milliliters. Since merong 3 liters of fresh mango juice, kunin natin kung ilang ml yon. So 3 times 1,000 is 3,000 milliliters. Now, we can divide by each glass capacity. Since sabi dyan, sa bawat glass, kaya niya ng 200 ml of juice. So ilang glasses, no? Ang pwede nating lagyan. So since may 3,000 tayo, 3,000 ml divide 250. So 12 glasses, no? 12 glasses can be filled with 3 liters of juice. A school rainwater collection tank can hold 6 cubic meters of water during the rainy season. The tanks we can use as 250 and okay. If the school used 250 liters of water each day to water its vegetable garden, how many days will the full tank last? So step one, you convert cubic meters to liters. So we all know that 1 cubic meters is equal to 1,000 liters. And 6 times 1,000 is 6,000 liters. So the tank can hold 6,000 liters. Now, ilang araw, no, it will last. So if the daily use is 250 liters, and then the daily use equals 250 liters, 6,000 divide 250 is equal to 24. So the full tank will last 24 days. So yung capacity of the tank, 6,000 liters. Tapos, how many days will the full tank last? The water will last for 24 days. So the Supreme Student Government plans to set up a rectangular water tank for a school gardening project. The tank measures 4.5 meters long, 3 meters wide, and 1.8 meters deep. For safety, the tank will only be filled up to 80% of its total capacity. If each container holds 20 liters, how many full containers are needed? So step 1, find the tank's total volume. So actually dito may introduction ng measurement, no? So find the tank's total volume. So V is equal to length times width times height. So yung 4.5 meters long times 3 meters wide times 1.8 meters deep. The answer is 24.3 cubic meters. Step 2, find the 80% of the volume. So 24.3 times 0.8, the answer is 19.44 cubic meters. That 19.44, imumultiply natin, you need to convert it to liters, no? Convert cubic meters to liters. So 19.44 times, okay, so again, 1 cubic meter is 1,000 liters. So 19.44 times 1,000 is equal to 9,440 liters. So step 4, find the number of containers. Since merong 20 liters, so if each container holds 20 liters, so ilang container o ilang bote na it's not bote, no? Kasi 20 liters ang laman. So, ilang container na may tig 20 liters ang kaya, no? Or ang kakailanganin pala. Two full containers are needed. So, 19,440 divided by 20. So, saan galing yung 9,440? Dito yan. Divide 20. So, 972. So, the students need 972 full containers of water to fill the tank to 80% of the total capacity. So during the nutrition month, uh, celebration at Otto Seban Santa Senior High School in Manila, grade 11 students are preparing fruit juice for 240 participants. Each participant will receive 300 milliliters of juice, one 500 pack of juice. Okay, one 500-gram pack of juice powder can make 5 liters of juice. How much juice powder should the students prepare? The step 1, find the total juice needed. So 240 times 300, 72,000 milliliters. Step 2, convert milliliters to liters. So 72,000 divided by 1,000 is 72 liters. Step 3, find the number of packs. 72 of Ba okay. Find the total juice needed, 240 times 300, that's 72,000 milliliters. In step 2, convert milliliters to liters, 72,000 divided by 1,000, that will be 72 liters. And find the number of packs. So 72 divide 5, since yung juice powder can make 5 liters of juice down, na yung 500 gram. So 72 divide 5, so 14.4 packs. So if we're going to round off to whole number, that will be 15, no? And find the total mass of 15 times 500 grams, grams ito, is 7,500 grams. So sa tanong na, how much juice powder should the students prepare? So, ang kailangan nila is 7,500 grams or 7.5 kilograms of juice powder. Students from Manila High School are painting a mural along a school wall that is 18 meters long. 1 liter of paint can cover 3 meters of the mural. The paint is sold in 750 milliliters can. So how many cans of paint should the students buy? So step 1, find the paint needed in liters. So 1 liter covers 3 meters. So 18 divided 3 is equal to 6 liters. And then yung 6 liters na yan, i-multiply natin sa 1,000, then i-convert natin yung liters to milliliters. So that's why the answer is 6,000 milliliters. And after that, we will find the number of cans. Since meron tayong 6,000 milliliters, so ilang cans yung pwede na may 750 milliliters. So 6,000 divided 750, the answer is 8. So the student should buy 8 cans of paint. A public school in Tondo, Manila is conducting a feeding program for 360. So the rice cooker can cook 6 liters of rice at a time, and 1 liter of rice weighs 850 grams. So how many full batches must the school cook? Step 1, find the total rice needed. So 360 times 180, the answer is 64,800 grams. Step 2, find the mass per batch. Si, so mula doon, no, 6 times 850 grams of rice. 6 times 850 of rice ay 5,100 grams. So, i-divide lang natin ito na yung total ng rice sa mass per batch. No? 64,800 divide 5,100, the answer is 12.71 or 13 batches. So, the school must cook 13 full batches of rice. So, our assumption here, 1 liter of rice weighs 850 grams. Students at Arroyo High School are installing an irrigation system for a garden that is 30 meters long. And the system uses 2.5 liters of water per meter. Water is stored in 20 liters containers. So how many containers are needed? Step 1, find the total water needed. So 2.5 liters per meter, no? So 30 times 2.5 is 75 liters. After that, kukunin natin yung mga number containers, no? So 75 liters divided by 20, yan yung 20 liters container ang naka-imbak doon. So 3.75. 3 times 20, so yung 3 natin, that will be 60 liters. So ano ang mangyayari ngayon? Okay, so we will subtract para malaman natin kung ilan yung kakailanganin. So 3 times 20 is 60 liters. So 75 minus 60, that is 15 liters. So round off to the 4 containers. Okay, so the students need 4 containers. There's still, okay, while the fourth will contain 15 liters of needed. So during an outreach activity in Rizal Park, the temperature was 35 degrees Celsius at 1 p.m. Some foreign volunteers are more familiar with the Fahrenheit scale. What temperature should be reported to the volunteers in degrees Fahrenheit? So una, ang given natin ay 35 degrees Celsius. So we need to convert Celsius to Fahrenheit. Using the formula, degree Fahrenheit is equal to the quantity of 35 times 9 over 5 plus 32. Yung 35, that will be the degree Celsius. So 35 times 9 over 5, that is 63 plus 32. So the temperature is 95 degrees Fahrenheit. The Nutrition Month program at the 7th Santa Senior High School started at 7:45 a.m. and ended at 12:15 p.m. So the principal wants the total duration reported in minutes. So how many minutes did the program last? Okay, step 1, ano yung 7:15 to ano? Okay, so find ilang minutes lang, no, did the program last. First, step 1, find the duration. 7:45 to 12:15. So, kung bibilangin mo, okay, that will be 4 hours and 30 minutes. So, mas maganda to naka, ano eh, no, naka military time ka para mabilis mo makuha. Pero, pwede naman, madali lang naman yan kunin kung ilang oras. So, 4 hours and 30 minutes. So, i-convert natin yung 4 hours and 30 minutes. Okay, that is 240 minutes lahat. Now, i-add natin, no? Kasi add natin yung 240 plus, ano yan, yung 30 minutes dito. Okay, di ba 4 hours and 30 minutes. So, 240 plus 30 is 270 minutes. So, the program lasted 270 minutes. So, pinaghiwalay lang natin. So, yung 4 hours, times natin sa 60 para 240 minutes. And then yung 30 minutes, inad na lang natin sa sagot natin sa step 2. Kaya siya 270 minutes. I think this will be the last example that I have. During the school feeding program in Manila, a large pot of soup is heated to 95 degrees Celsius before serving. It must cool to 50 degrees Celsius. The soup cools by approximately 9 degrees Celsius every 15 minutes. Approximately how many minutes will it take before its soup is ready? During the school feeding program in Manila, a large pot, okay, ulitin lang natin na yung problem. Soup is heated to 95 degrees Celsius. So before serving, it must cool to 50 degrees Celsius. The soup cools by approximately 9 degrees Celsius every 15 minutes. So approximately how many minutes will it take before the soup is ready to serve? So step 1, ipa-find natin yung temperature decrease from 95 to 50. So ilan? 45 degrees Celsius then. And then, alamin natin yung interval nila. So, yung 15 minutes, that is 99 degrees Celsius every 15 minutes. So, ilan yung 45 divide 9? So, ibig sabihin, merong 5 intervals. So, find the total time. 5 times 15 minutes. So, 75 minutes lahat. Okay, the soup will be ready to serve after 75 minutes. So, parang 1 hour and 15 minutes then. So this one, if you want to answer that, the seat work, pwede naman. No? If you're going to try to answer, so pwede nyo sagutan dyan. And then, pwede ko na lang ilagay sa comment section no, kapag nasagutan nyo yung answer nyo. Okay?